Townhall 18 sneak peek number 2 is here, and today I'll be sharing everything you need to know. A new defense called the Revenge Tower, a new spell factory level 9, which brings the totem spell, and a new wave of crafted defenses. In yesterday's video, I covered all the new levels in sneak peek number 1 for the buildings, troops, defenses, traps, and walls, and of course the new troop. So if you want to watch that video, I'll leave it somewhere linked up here or on my channel. Starting out, we have the new Revenge Tower defense. Now, the Revenge Tower is a very unique defense because it gets stronger as buildings in the village get destroyed. So at the start of the attack, when 0 buildings are destroyed, the tower is deactivated, so it does not attack. When 5 buildings are destroyed, a single target high damage slow attack begins. If 20 buildings get destroyed, the attack speed increases and attacks bounce to a second target. And when 40 buildings are destroyed, the attack speed is very high and the attacks bounce to up to 3 targets. As you can see, it's the Tower Tantrum ability gets angrier and stronger when 5, 20, and 40 buildings are destroyed. The upgrade from level 1 to 2 is a whopping 460,000 dark elixir, and the max HP is 6,200, with the damage being up to 833 damage per second, and it chains when it's fully angry. Overall, the design looks very crazy, and I'm not gonna lie, this defense looks pretty strong, especially considering the tile range is 11, which I'm pretty sure is the range of like an Expo or the multi-gear tower. The design also looks very cool. You can see it kind of folds up over time. It almost kind of looks like a face when it's peering around, and it looks very similar to the side of the Townhall 18 as well, if you notice. This defense looks so cool, man. I like the meteor theme as well. Look at those 6 shots that it has and the meteors on the back. A new spell factory level brings in the brand new spell, the totem spell, which goes all the way up to level 4. Now, this spell is very interesting because when it's used, it spawns a big tanky golem-like building where the spell is deployed, and the totem can be targeted by both ground and air defenses. And when the spell hits, buildings and defensive troops in the area are slightly damaged and stunned once for a short duration. That way it can trigger a retarget to the totem and your troops can attack behind it. The total damage that it does is very low. It's only 100 and the stun duration is 0.2, but the hit points of this totem is 13,000, which is literally more than anything in the game, I'm pretty sure, at least on the defensive scale. And as you can see, the totem is tall, so it gets targeted by ground and air defenses. The stun radius is about 6 tiles, which is somewhat pretty big, enough to pretty much stun a compartment, and the housing space is only 1. I'm not gonna lie, this spell is definitely going to be the meta probably when it comes out. It seems pretty strong. It's almost better than like a free spell, and it stuns defenses and troops. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how people use this new totem spell. It's very cool, but I think it might be a little strong. Now, the totem has a few special rules. It does not trigger the rage or poison spell towers, so you won't just be able to put it on a poison tower or a rage tower and trigger, because that'll be way too broken, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, Townhall 18 is feeling kind of fresh. It's definitely feeling a little more different than Townhall 17, but what do you guys think? Of course, we have a new wave of crafted defenses, the Hero Bell, Bomb Hive, and Light Beam. Of course, these have to be upgraded 30 levels once again. You can see all of the max stats here. The way the Hero Bell works is it buffs defensive heroes' HP and DPS, so the building itself does not attack, but when the building is destroyed, the hero boosts are removed. And as you can see, the upgrade modules are hit points, that being almost 5k damage. The defensive hero damage percentage is up to 35%, and the defensive hero HP percent is 35% as well. And you can see a level 1 Barbarian King is fully buffed up against a max level P.E.K.K.A and beats it, which is honestly kind of insane to see. This combined with esports and legend mode is going to be very interesting. I feel like it's going to make warden charges and queen charges probably harder. Of course, you can take out the Hero Bell with the Fireball, I'm pretty sure, but it's still going to be very interesting having the Hero Bell on the map combined with something like the Revenge Tower, because people were probably going to put the Revenge Tower on one side, the Hero Bell on the other side, and it's going to make going into Townhall 18 very, very different. And combine that with the massive Guardian range as well. Townhall 18, I feel like, is going to feel very different than Townhall 17, that's for sure. I'm really curious to see what the meta is going to be, because this is definitely different than what Townhall 17 is, in my opinion. But I kind of like it though. I'm just scared that my warden's just gonna get one-shotted by like a level 20 king though, especially in legend mode, which is crazy. Oh wait, I also forgot to mention, I think the Hero Bell's range is unlimited. Moving on, we have the new Bomb Hive defense. The upgradable modules for this defense are hit points, damage per hit, and 20 tiles being the maximum. And you'll see the way it moves is it moves in like an X, so it does not spread out like the fire spinner normally does. It just goes in a straight line, which is going going to be kind of interesting and probably could be used for defending specific compartments very well in the middle, I guess. When I was playing against it, it was kind of annoying because it does do a decent amount of splash damage and just damage in general. So the splash damage targets ground and air. It shoots bombs to predetermined locations and directions, and the bombs will travel until they hit someone or reach their max range. That, of course, being 20 tiles. So once it hits these 20 tile range, they would just explode or go away. I think this might be the second best option. I still think the hero bell is going to be very strong though. And then we have the third crafted defense, which is going to be the light beam, which is a single target type defense. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of seems like it's going to be the least strongest one. Up to 6,000 hit points, and the damage per hit is 240 to 800. And the reason for this is because it works a little differently. So it's a single target damage. It targets ground and air troops, and it shoots projectiles which lose power the longer they have to travel. So the closer a troop gets, the more damage it will take, and the farther away it is, the less damage it will take. So you can see here the balloon is taking significantly less damage, but as it gets closer, the shots get stronger. So I guess it'd be more stronger in bases in the middle of the core. But when you have something like the hero hull, or the hero bell rather, with like unlimited range, and the bomb hive, which also provides like 20 tower radius, I'm not sure if the light beam is going to be very strong, but I guess we'll see. And the attack cooldown would be maximum 1 second, I guess. So yeah, overall different defensive mechanics than what we're used to seeing, that's for sure. I guess let me know what you guys think about the new defensive mechanics and new defenses down below. There is going to be a new tab in the shop called the Fancy Shop. In this shop, you'll be able to spend your sparky stones on unique cosmetics. And of course, the goal for this is to provide players with permanent rewards for the temporary content, that being supercharges and crafted defense upgrades. Now, of course, with new levels coming and supercharges going away, the supercharges and crafted defense levels you have already done are retroactive, meaning if you did your supercharges at Townhall 17 and before, you will get these new sparky stones to help you unlock these new cosmetics. Now, the Fancy Shop has a description that says earn 8 sparky stones for each crafted defense upgrade and 10 sparky stones for each supercharge. You can unlock the new crafted statue for 500 of these sparky stones, and this is how it looks here. It's just a static decoration, and you can now add charge effects for these sparky stones on your decorations. So you can see here, if you click on a decoration, this is add effects, add effect charge. Crafted statue will instantly and permanently get a charge effect at the cost of 100 sparky stones. It'll now be supercharged, so we can now supercharge decorations, which honestly is kind of cool, I guess. It'd be nice if they added more features like that in the future, like maybe they have like a flame feature or some kind of like electricity meteor theme. I mean, I guess it's kind of electric because it's supercharged, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of cool customizable things they could do with this. And of course, last but not least, we have the new Meteorite builder skin. Remember how they've been teasing the meteor hammer on the builder? Well, now he has a skin. You can see he has like a little hammer that's on fire, has that entire meteor theme. Man, this skin is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, out of all the things to get skins, I thought pets would get them first, but we have builder skins now, which opens the door for quite some interesting things in the shop and in the Fancy Shop. Now, after you purchase the Meteorite builder skin, go to any builder hut and click on change skin, and now you can select the Meteorite builder as your skin. And you will also be able to see these Meteorite builder skins on defense. Look at the way they move. We'll see how they look when they're actually defending. So we'll put these down here, and they actually defend, and they have like a supercharged, like a meteor kind of repairing color, which looks really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Builder skins, man, in the big 2025. Who would have guessed? These look very cool. And this is how they look when they are upgrading. He just slams his hammer. Another thing to point out is the builders are now rendered in 3D, which did allow them to allow these builder skins in the first place. So you'll see now the builder has a little preview on the builder hut screen. So this opens the door for more builder cosmetics in the future. And the guardians and heroes, of course, are also rendered in 3D now as well. We also have some new ranked improvements coming to the game as well. So temporary troops are now going to be banned in rank battles, clan war battles, and Clamorly battles. So you will not be able to use the lava load in clan war, unfortunately, anymore. Which honestly I think is kind of good anyways, because temporary troops are very strong in the first place. They did nerf the lava load this year, so hopefully they could bring them back and have them be super OP in the regular battle mode. And then when it comes to like rank battles and clan war battles, it'll stay competitive in some sense. There's also going to be a change to the rank league due to inactivity. So now if a player is inactive in rank, ranked, as in not signing up or not doing attacks when they sign up for one tournament. They will maintain their previous league status and bonuses for that week of inactivity, but in order to maintain their same league ranking for the following week, they have to sign up for the following week's tournament before the start of next week's tournament. So that'd be Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. UTC roughly. And if a player has not signed up for the current week tournament by Friday at 5 a.m. UTC, you will get a warning in the screen here that if you do not sign up, you will get demoted. They are also making it so matchmaking is going to be less predictable, because I guess you could predict what your next opponent was going to be. And there's going to be some changes to the promotion and demotion percentages in certain leagues, which I would probably just flash on the screen here, but it looks like across the board they are increasing the promotion change to about 5% more in all the leagues and 10% in League 28. So that way it looks like more people promote. They're also changing the amount of battles you can have in some of the leagues and also increasing the demotion amount in some of the leagues as well. There are also some general improvements as well. One of the ones I will like is the inbox has a new layout, which kind of looks more simple and like the old one we had before. Apparently revenge battles are going to have their own dedicated end screen now, and now knocked out defensive heroes will become transparent when close proximity to a ground unit, so that way heroes are not as annoying when they are on defense, especially that Nightmare Prince skin, which was very annoying when he was like hovering over your troops. So this is quite a nice change. And of course builders are now 3D. One more thing, since we're talking about 3D, I wanted to point out is that troops could be the next thing that are turning 3D over time, which would allow them to add troop skins, which I did talk about in one of my previous videos. So maybe troop skins could be up next as well. And now I will finally show you how Townhall 18 will look when it is fully maxed as it comes out. Obviously not all the walls will be available, but this is what it will look like with all the new levels, the new Revenge Tower, the Townhall and the Guardian, all of the new defensive themes, the Super Wizard. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am very excited for Townhall 18. I think it's going to bring some very good changes. And of course, I'll be live when Townhall 18 drops. So if you want to watch me do like a spending spree or a reaction or upgrade spree, I guess my final thoughts on Townhall 18 are I am very excited. I think Townhall 18, the meta could shift very well, and I think it's going to bring a lot of good things to the game. But I guess let me know what you guys genuinely think down in the comments below, because I want to hear your guys' thoughts as well. Of course, I plan to upload a lot more Townhall 18 content in the following days, and I will be streaming a lot, especially when Townhall 18 comes out. So if you want to see my Townhall 18 live streams, my reactions, if I decide to do a spending spree, you can find all of them on my Twitch channel or on this very YouTube channel if you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. By the way, me and 20 other Super Soak creators will be live on the main Clash of Clans channel doing a live stream showcasing everything Townhall 18 has to offer. I will also be streaming it myself here on my channel. The event is going to take place on November 17th at 2 p.m. PT time. So make sure you guys tune in, because it's going to be very fun and we'll have a twist on it where the community will actually be able to be involved. And I will also be posting this on my community tab or flashing some kind of graphic here on my screen, which you can pause and read here. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know by leaving a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Until then, I'm out. Peace.